I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. I am currently on a quest to get to 7,000 subscribers by my Tubeversary, which is my 1 year on YouTube, and that's the middle of May 2023. So I am probably about 2 months out from that, so if you can help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Today we are doing a Louis Vuitton unboxing, and I am so excited about this piece. So the Spring Summer 2023 Louis Vuitton collection has now dropped. When it walked the runway, which was months ago now, I was beside myself. I was so excited about it. They had done all these massive pieces. Everything was on steroids. All the bags were massive versions of items they already had in store. We saw massive luggage tags, massive key clays, massive clochettes, and it was so exciting, and I loved it so much. Now, I was given the opportunity to order direct from the runway from the pieces that they put up as part of that, and I ordered 8 pieces from that collection. It was huge. I could have ordered so many. Now that we are into the pointy end of these pieces actually being produced and arriving, from those 8 that I ordered, I am definitely taking 3. 2 have come in and are not like I envisioned them from the runway. The production hasn't lived up to what we saw on the runway. And 3 just aren't even being made. So even though they took orders for them and secured those pieces with my money, they're not being made. So I might do a whole nother video around this was what we were offered and this was what we got from Spring Summer 2023, because I still have the original photos that I was sent about what I could order, and that had the original prices on it as well. So if you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm more than happy to do a whole video around how this process can change from when it walks the runway to what you actually get in store, how that process works, and the pitfalls of ordering direct from the runway. And sometimes things just don't go into production. It's that simple. But this particular piece, this is the most hyped piece from that runway. We're already seeing it all over social media. It's something that has been sent out to lots of influencers and celebrities, and we've seen it as part of the most recent Louis Vuitton collection that walked the runway in Paris this month, March 2023. We saw lots of people carrying this, and I am so excited to have it and open it. I have not seen it in person yet, but I'm very, very excited to unbox it for you guys and to have it in my collection. So let's do it. So it comes in this giant box, which is not surprising because all the pieces for this collection are giant in some way, though this is actually giant. So let's open it up. And I should say I will have another unboxing for this, but I've found this collection really slow to get into, well, certainly Australia. So I have 2 more pieces definitely coming, but they just haven't hit my store yet. I've seen that they're in other countries. I don't know if Australia's got a backlog. I don't know if it's Louis Vuitton. I don't know if it's our customs, but we're certainly having issues getting this collection into store, and they just haven't arrived. So, and even this was late. So let's open it up. Oh. And massive box, but it's actually quite flat. And let's put that down there. And take this out. Oh, it's quite heavy. I'm so excited. So it looks like this in a very big dust bag. I can't even tell you how excited I am. I am so excited. I'm gonna be able to wipe the smile off my face. All right, are we ready? Are we ready? It's the giant clay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the first time I am seeing it in person, and I love it. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at that. Let's take the sticker off it because I can't cope. And it is hefty. Like this, even this zipper has some weight to it. Like it is solid. It's not like empty on the inside. What do they call it? Hollow. I'll get there in a minute. It's definitely not hollow. It is solid. So if you're someone who has anxiety about getting scratches on your hardware, yeah, this is going to be a piece that is probably likely to happen. So this is all solid. Like it's quite hefty in its weight. Oh, look at it. All right, so just big zip across the top. Let's open it up. Hello. And we have the chain that goes with it, which on the little versions obviously attaches to your bags, but on this version it's supposed to be a wristlet that goes through, and it's got stickers all over it as well, so I need to take those off. Oh, that's loud. Hang on, I'll take them off and come back. Okay, I'm back. I've now taken all the stickers off all the hardware. So let's look at this bit. So there is a massive chain which is attached to the bag. It can be taken off, and I'll show you that in a minute. So the chain itself is hollow, but this, the big lobster claw hook, I don't know, what are we calling this? Anyway, this bit is solid. So completely, this bit's solid, this bit's hollow. So it's a mix of both. It does actually function, so you can open it and put it back in. So that's pretty cool. Oh, sorry, that's so loud. All right, and then it's so big. And then on the inside, you have the bit where it attaches to the inside of the bag. So I can actually take this off. So let's do that quickly. Oh, there it is. All right. So you can actually take this whole bit off. So if you find it comes and you just want to carry it as the clutch and not have this bit, then you can actually take that off, which is a really great function from Louis Vuitton. And then what you're left with on the inside is just the other clasp, the inside clasp. This is... I'm fighting with a massive bag and it's winning at the moment. I can't... How do I do this for you guys? There we go. All right, so you can see that's still attached on the inside there. So that just stays in there. It is all microfiber lining on the inside in brown, and then it's got the zip pocket, which we don't usually see in clays because clays aren't big enough to have a zip pocket within them, but obviously they have put one in because it's a bag. Even the inside zip, the ring pull on that is oversized, so even that is oversized. Even the attachment is slightly oversized, but only just. But it is just one big open space except for that compartment. So you throw all your stuff in there and then under your arm with your little chain on, and I love it. I'm so in love with it. So this piece was actually offered up in 2 different styles if you were ordering direct from the runway like I did. It came out in this, which is the giant original monogram, and it also was offered up in a reverse monogram. To the best of my knowledge, at this point, I have not seen it in a reverse monogram, which tells me it might not have been produced. There were a lot of pieces from this collection that just didn't go into production. So they obviously hedged their bets and wondered if they were actually going to sell enough of both to warrant producing both, or if they were better off to just stick with the canvas, the original canvas in the giant, and go with that. So if you have seen the reverse monogram anywhere in the world, can you please let me know in the comments down below, because I am super interested to hear what pieces actually did make it from the runway into production but haven't been released worldwide, because this collection would have cost an absolute fortune to make because it is so giant. Like, this is a lot of canvas, and I know it is just canvas. I know people are going to say to me, but it's only canvas, it's not leather. But the hardware alone on this is quite substantial. So these were not cheap pieces to make, and they certainly weren't cheap pieces to buy. So when this was released from the runway and we got our pricing so we could order ahead of time, this was quoted to those people buying direct from the runway as they predicted it was going to be 4,000 euros. So that was all the pricing we got. We don't get pricing in our own currency. They give it to you in euros and euros alone, and it's just an estimate. So things change during the production time. I believe that the one that walked the runway of this was actually bigger than this. So I think they've shrunk it down a little bit. So that $4,000 euro price would have been based on the one that actually walked the runway, which is a little bit bigger. And they're also then needing to wait for what's happening with currencies at the time of release. So they don't give you exact pricing. They give you a guide on what they think it's going to be worth on the other end. This was quoted at 4,000 euros, and I balked at that, and I really had a hard time deciding if I really wanted this piece at 4,000 euro. When you convert that to the Australian dollar, it's going to be around in the 7,000s. Like, it will be in the 7,000s somewhere. The Australian dollar to the euro or the pound sterling is terrible. We never do well, never. So it was always going to be really expensive. So I balked at that. In Australian dollars, so now that it has actually been released and we're seeing it, it's $5,500, which I think is, and I use the term loosely, reasonable for this amount of work. For this size piece, for this much canvas, for this substantial hardware that we're getting and the detail that we're seeing in this, I am okay with that amount of money. It's less than a coussin, it's less than a capucines, all of which are generally done in leather. So, and I do understand this is canvas and not leather, but I think it actually came back down the line at a fairly reasonable price. Given the fact that I thought it was going to be up around the 7,000s, I'll live with 5.5. Like, I thought that was okay. I also thought it was going to be bigger, but that's okay too. So this piece is now out there. It is in stores. We finally got some in Australia. We were told at the time of ordering that this would not be able to just be purchased, that you would have to have ordered ahead of time. And that was crap. I'm sorry, it just was. So this is currently sitting on the Australian website. You can just go buy this. So yeah, that was absolutely not right. But that was what we were told when we were ordering, that these would only be made to order, and if you didn't order, then you weren't getting one. Or they would do a second round of orders and you would have to pay and then wait for them to produce it. Turns out all of that was just crap. So that happens every now and again. You're told something and then that's not what happens at all. But it made perfect sense that I would want the giant clay. For starters, I collect clays. And secondly, I have lots of unique pieces. So I don't collect all the unique pieces. And a lot of people have been asking me about the Kusama pumpkin, like, oh, you'll be getting this, won't you? And actually, no, I'm not. I'm not getting the Kusama pumpkin. I quite like the Kusama pieces. I just wasn't a fan of the pumpkin. Like, if it had been something that I'd been really interested in, then of course, but at the end of the day, I won't collect just for the sake of collecting. I still have to feel something about the piece, and the pumpkin didn't speak to me. Clay, oh, clay definitely speaks to me. I love the clay. So I'll take some time to put some mod shots in so you can see what it looks like against me. So I'm 5'4", and I'm around an Australian size 10. So I'm pretty average across the board. And yeah, so you can see what it looks like on someone who's 5'4", an Australian size 10, holding it, and then make a decision on, is it as big as you thought it was going to be, or is it way too big? And let me know in the comments down below what you do actually think of this piece. Like, are you looking at this going, well, that's just stupid? Are you looking at it going, well, it's not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be bigger also. Do you think the price is fair? I mean, like I said, I think it's quite reasonable, but you know, other people might think I'm insane. And if you are interested in getting it, here is the code so you can have a look. So that's the code, and hop online and have a look. there are more pieces from this collection coming. I am just waiting for them to arrive. Please let them arrive soon because I'm really excited about them. And do let me know if you want that video around the pieces that they offered up and then clearly weren't produced, because there's a couple that I'm really devastated about. Like, I was really excited about getting them and then just nothing. And what happens in that situation is quite simply they give you the credit in store. So you pay a 50% deposit on all the pieces, and then because they didn't produce, or I chose not to take a couple, they then just credit me back that money, and that money was enough to pay out the balances on the pieces that I had, and I've still got store credit sitting there. So yes, I have 2 more pieces, like 2 more bags coming, and I also have 2 pieces of ready to wear, hopefully. There's definitely 1 piece of ready to wear and a second one that they are desperately hunting for me. So I have some ready to wear coming as well. So if you like ready to wear, make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, I am totally in love. I'm so excited to have it. I love it. I have a Louis Vuitton event coming up in 3 weeks. So I will be carrying this to that event, which I think is obviously, like, it's obvious to me that I will take the most recent collection to the event, and I think there will be a few of these that will make an appearance on that carpet, if they have a carpet, or, you know, at the event. I would assume that I'm going to see a couple of these. If you have liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. I also invite you to hit the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded videos, which is usually 3 times a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can come follow me over there. I put lots up in real time. I'm also currently running a poll around some information. I'm trying to, well, not information, but I'm trying to get feedback from you guys on how luxury is faring in this economy. So I will often put different things around trying to get your opinions on things over on Instagram. So please come follow me over there. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.